conservatism to you? What's your definition of it? I really have tried. I don't know. I mean, it's all over the place, but what's your definition?
Well, I don't like to describe it as my definition, because I think at the end of the day, my definition of conservatism is kind of irrelevant. I think we have to say, okay, let's explore and look at what it really is. Now, as I was saying earlier, to conserve something means to preserve it, okay?
Right.
So we're going to work with these definitions and we're going to work our way back. What are we preserving? Well, we're speaking political conservatism, okay? Which you identify as one, I identify as a conservative politically. So conservatism, and what are we conserving? I would believe that my understanding is that we are wanting to conserve, to maintain, to preserve America as it was designed, as it was intended to be. And that means to stick as closely as possible to what the founding fathers constructed. And what they constructed was a society, a system that first and foremost, foundationally, was based on Judeo-Christian values and principles, Genesis through Revelations. There's no refuting that. You can dispute it, but you can't refute it. And what we both recognize is that over time, we're moving further and further away from that. So liberals will say, oh, conservatives are racist, and what they want to conserve is Jim Crow, that era. That's a common lie that they put out there, when that lie is easily done away with, because Republicans were not the people that were going around promoting Jim Crow, black codes, and lynching people. Republicans during the time of Lincoln were abolitionists, and then after the Emancipation Proclamation, the Democrats' response to the black people in America being freed was creating the Midnight Marauders, i.e. the KKK, and then implementing Jim Crow, black codes, and lynching as fear mechanisms to keep them in check politically now that they were free, because that's where vote or die came from. You vote Democrat or you die. Because black people were putting their votes behind a good majority, a good number of blacks were putting their votes behind the Republican Party. Well, the Democrats, who were the former slave masters and who were the KKK, their mechanism, which was a fear mechanism, well, if you don't vote how we want you to vote, we're going to kill you. And by the way, we have this terrorist organization called the Midnight Marauders, or the KKK, and they're going to go throughout the countryside. They're going to burn your barns. They're going to kill your chickens. They're going to kill your cattle. They're going to throw a torch through your window, so on and so forth. So that's nothing that Republicans ever did. That has always been, all of that racist terrorism has always been a Democrat thing. Now,
still is.
Still is. It still is. Like you see Antifa. They're
right
on the left with the Democrats.
Yeah.
Okay. All of the 575 riots that you saw as a result of George Floyd, and which was a big nothing burger in that, not to disrespect the fact that he died. It was a nothing burger as far as when they said that the narrative was that the knee on the neck killed him. That didn't kill him. He was killed.
Fentanyl overdose.
He was killed by a cocktail of drugs, illicit drugs that were in his system, as well as his own bad behavior that led to that interaction that day.
Look, hey yo, you can't see God doesn't mean that he don't exist. You can't see gravity, should you walk off a cliff? Now that thought may be hard to resist. like the bottom, but the problem with your logic is this. It's just because something is unseen doesn't mean that it isn't there. Electrons, black holes, particles in the air, it's clear. Even the agnostic will acknowledge your slip. You can't see when, but you can see its effects. I'll admit, I know it's evil in the world. I live in the hood, where sin is an epidemic. We don't live as we should. You see the bad, but are you missing the good? It's a mixture, but maybe you don't know where to look. And I hate for my position to be twisted or misunderstood. You see it here in the book, like a fishing hook that's in the scriptures, but you must have missed it. My Savior isn't blind to all conditions at all. He suffered with us, left the comforts of heaven just to come and get us. 39 lashes, a thorn crown that was custom fitted. Shed his blood, cause that was the mission. Down on that old rugged cross for the lost, but now he's risen.